Alright, so to start, we're going to use one ball when you learn how to juggle and just throw it from one hand to the other, because that's, if you can do that, that's the first step.
Is it doing it without looking?
Well, what you want to do is, normally when you're doing it with three, you just look at where they kind of are at the top, so just kind of throw it in front of your face and don't look at your hands, because you can't do it when you're actually going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got that. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the second one.
You recording?
And what you're going to do is you're going to throw one from one hand, and while it's at the top, then you throw the other. So it's like throw one, throw the other, catch, catch.
Okay.
That's all it is. So it's throw one, throw the other, then catch. So that, yeah. Okay. So get that where you're pretty comfortable. See, that's different.
Yeah.
You can't do that with three. See, it's literally one to the other,
So
like that. Yeah.
So throw that.
Yeah. It's. I would say try
a little too high.
Yeah. Don't go as high because it's harder to figure out where you're going. Yeah. That's like perfect. Except that's So really try to get to go the other hand.
Only one external cue question. Yeah, but that was a stupid question. Yeah, that was the basic. That was the one that was all. Oh, that's all together.
Let's do that a couple tries until you like get it. So you
can't do it.
So the goal is you're throwing one straight up and then trying to like catch it while throwing the other one. Literally, it's throwing this ball up this way and this ball up this way. So they would, if they were be throwing at the same time, they kind of like intersect.
Okay.
So it's like throw one here. Imagine, like I told Huff, imagine when you throw this one, there's like a line from the ball to your hand.
Okay.
And then you throw the other one right to that line and you catch it. See how it didn't go underneath?
Yeah.
That you want one to go and then the other one to go underneath it.
Okay.
So that, just like that. Perfect.
Okay.
So you got that.
Yeah.
So now, when you go to three, you have two in one hand and one in the other, obviously.
Okay.
You throw the one with two, and you throw the other one, and then you just keep going. So what I would say is just try to throw all three and then catch them. So throw, and like don't try to keep it going. Just try to try to do that. So it's what you just did.
Okay.
The exact same thing, but it's really throw, catch. You can even do it holding the third one just to get that feeling down.
Yeah.
And then you just know when. So when you're doing with two, when you throw the second one, when you catch the first one, it's basically when you throw the third one.
Okay.
It's kind of confusing, but you can feel it when you're doing it.
So do I start with the one in one hand or the two?
No, you start over here.
The two.
So the two.
Okay.
So you throw it.
Yeah.
So you throw it, then throw the one, and then it's literally just continuing on going.
Okay.
So you start over here. Boom.
Didn't happen.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
So now you just have to know that.
I can't get.
Okay, go.
You have to know that instead of just stopping there,
Yes.
you literally it's just like mentally, you just got to get that third one out. Yeah. I think you started with the wrong hand a little bit too.
Left over, and when that's there, I throw this one.
So so it's
and then I
so
throw this one, and then there's two.
it's hard to explain, but I'll try. So I'll do it the same way. So it's left hand, right hand. This is how I'm doing it right now. So it's left, right, and as soon as when you catch. I'm trying to think of when you throw the third one. So it's like when you catch the one in your hand over here.
When you get two in.
Yeah, there should be two in the air, basically at all times, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Start with
this one.
Start with where's two? You gotta catch it first. And that's kind of key. It's a lot to think about.
Yeah, it really is.
Nope. No.
Wrong hand.
Wrong hand. If you need to start with them over here, like it's fine. It's just you have to throw the first down first. Yeah. So that's all. That's perfect.
Okay.
All right. So
now I have to
now you just have to think about that next one.
Okay.
But even if that's all you're doing, just with two, that's just the feeling you're going for. That's fine.
Okay.
Because that's the first step, and then you just have to throw that third one in at some point. All right, see, that's good.
Okay.
You caught it with the wrong hand.
Yeah.
You got it in the air, which is that's not, and you got it
start.
in the air at the right time. Yeah, it's all building.
All right.
it's just a pattern
Yeah.
and repetition. So eventually you'll figure out when to throw it, and then you'll start catching it.
Up.
And okay, so what you're doing too is you're throwing this one really high.
Yeah, and then
just
this one
getting
really
that
low.
one there.
So it's got
So
consistent.
I just say try to keep it like eye level. It doesn't have to go miles in the air because it's all going to be the same. You keep it just nice and consistent. You just keep going. Yeah, that's good.
So then I gotta find like the third one in there. Alright.
Yep. Yes. That was bad.
That was not a good one.
Don't overthink. It's literally just still going.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, there we go.
That's perfect.
I got it.
And so what you're doing with just the two is just literally just throwing each one once.
Yeah.
So if you can do each one once and then just catch it like what you just did, that's perfect. And
Okay.
then eventually you'll get
Yeah.
it, and then you'll be like, oh, now I just keep going. It's okay.
Oh.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. That's still is. So
Yeah.
the next step. So you have the throw. So the next
Yeah.
step is just catching it. Perfect.
See, I throw it like so far out that it's hard to keep it going.
It's the same thing that happens when you just keep going forward. You
Yeah.
have to follow it.
Yeah. Oh, I threw the right one. Okay.
So once you start trying to keep it going, you can't like hold on to them.
Yeah.
So like once you get this down, you're gonna have to know that like, oh, I have to actually just like keep throwing, and they like you just can't
Yeah.
stop, because once you start holding them, it gets weird. No, so what you're doing is you're doing it once
Yeah.
and then going backwards. It's literally just it's a constant. We're just gonna throw and keep going and keep throwing and keep going, and it takes a little bit.
So, you guys just watched me attempt to learn how to juggle, and it was as painful for me to go through as it was for you guys to watch, I'm sure. As far as intrinsic feedback, when I was first attempting it, it was very frustrating to me because I've always considered myself to be pretty decent with hand-eye coordination and things that follow with that, and I believe that this was just all hand-eye coordination, so going into it, I thought I had it in the bag. Can of corn won't cause me any trouble, and boy, I couldn't have been more wrong. Without Will's help, I know for a fact that I would not have made any progress to be where I was with all his helpful tips and his feedback was giving me. It was absolutely incredible. Even when I got it slightly for the first time, you could see how excited he got, and that kept me very motivated and wanting to do better and finally get it more consistently. Unfortunately, I was never able to keep it up all the time, but I was able to get the first pattern down. I would say overall from this project, I learned that learning a new skill requires much more patience than I could have ever thought. Things take time, and the new motor skills for sure will always take time to do. So there's no point in getting frustrated. Just keep practicing, and eventually you'll figure it out.